Hi, I'm Kendall from Pointe.
Hi, I'm Carmela Mayo, and I'm a dancer with San Francisco Ballet.
Today, we're sitting down and we're talking to Carmela about her dance journey. And the end of the story, which is probably the most important part, is that she still got a contract with San Francisco Ballet when she was 16 years old. So thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Of course. I've known Kendall since I was, 12, so it's 8 years now. We've been working together on and off. I've had different injuries throughout the years.
And why do you think you've had injuries?
I think a combination of a few things. I started really young, and in a school when you're young, they don't go through things slowly enough. They just sort of like put your leg as high as you can and then you do it. And if it's not the right way, it's your fault. Like, you're the one that's going to get injured. So
when I met Carmela, she really needed help with her technique. She had the Achilles tendonitis because she was using her feet incorrectly.
I wasn't using them at all. I was just like relying on my ankle because my ankles are naturally like strong. I had like no muscles on my feet. And then like 3 months after we were working together, you could see it was like dancer feet. So I first went on Pointe when I was 8 years old, and I didn't go to a ballet school. I went to a contemporary school. My older sister was a dancer as well, and she went on Pointe. So I asked, can I go on Pointe too? And they're like, sure, whatever. So I got Pointe shoes and I did class on Pointe, and that was how I first went on Pointe. I didn't have proper training. It was just like once a week I did Pointe, and it was fun, and that was it. When I came to San Francisco Ballet, I was 11. My family had moved to the Bay Area, and I didn't have a dance school to go to, and I was like, I want to dance. So one of my teachers from back home was like, just audition for San Francisco Ballet. And so I did. I remember, I think that why I got in was because I could do double pirouette, which is like something in jazz, you can do it very easily. So I think that's why I got in. So I got into level 4. In level 4, they start Pointe halfway through the year. So most of the kids weren't on Pointe yet. So when I joined the school, they're like, oh my gosh, you should not be on Pointe yet. We start that in the middle of the year. I had to basically stop Pointe for, I think, around 6-7 months.
Was that really disappointing to be taken off Pointe?
Yeah, it was pretty sad because I went in there being like the only one that could go on Pointe, and I felt like confident about the fact that I could be on Pointe, and nobody else was at that age yet. I don't know, I was pretty upset about it. My mom was like, it's fine, it's 6 months, you can wait and just do it with everyone else. The curriculum was based so that throughout the year we were prepared for Pointe at the end of the year. And if I was doing a different curriculum, then there was no point of me being in that class, because I definitely wasn't ready before then because I wasn't getting proper ballet training. I'm not sure it was until years later when I was starting to have my first foot injuries and stuff that I realized I don't think being on Pointe young is the right way. I mean, I don't even think age is a determining factor of when you can go on Pointe. I think it's more strength and ability. The second time I went on Pointe, it was the teacher telling me exactly which moves I can do, which way my ankle should be pointing, and stuff like that. And then I started going on Pointe and learning. When it was time for everyone else to go on Pointe who was my age, we all went to the dance shop together. Our teacher came with us and fitted us for Pointe shoes properly. And then I went through the school, level 5 and level 6, level 7. And at that point, they told me that I was ready to be a trainee, which usually there's a level 8 as well, but I skipped level 8. And I was a trainee for a year, and I was expecting to do a second year of trainee. I got hired into the company that year. When I joined the school, I didn't know that there was a professional career in ballet. Like, I had no idea. I got to like level 6, people were like, they were talking about trainees. I was like, what is a trainee? Like, they're training for what? And then somebody explained to me that there was a whole company and all this stuff that were upstairs from us the whole time, and I had no idea. I did 2 years in level 6. My second year, I started to get serious about it, and I started taking level 7 classes that year as well. So I was going from like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that's when I realized, I was like, okay, I can do this like seriously. And I stopped going to school. I did school online.
Wow. So she entered a school that is designed to produce professional ballet dancers.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And that is Carmela. she was getting Achilles tendonitis because she was working too hard, which is like the most common cause of injury in almost all of the dancers. And so what we try to do is teach people how to be strong, but not overwork, so that they're not overusing their muscles.
I had the back injury since I was 15. I was a trainee.
Somebody said something to you about being injured that you thought was not going to be you. What did they say to you?
They said that all dancers have injuries, to just push through it, that I'll be fine. I can dance with an injury.
How long had that person said that they had the injury?
More than 10 years.
So this is the kind of stuff that we're trying to change. And so Pointe Safe is a step in trying to change that culture. Luckily, Carmela had had the earlier experience with physical therapy and was like, no, actually, physical therapy is going to help me. Medical professionals can help me so that I don't have to live my life in pain for 30 years. I can dance and be happy. Plus, don't you think you can express yourself artistically better if you're not in screaming pain?
Yeah. My back used to be my biggest obstacle, and so I couldn't even think about expressing myself or enjoying a ballet without thinking, oh, I'm going to be in a lot of pain walking home. It's worth it in my experience, and I know in a lot of other people's experience. Dance is meant to feel good, and it's meant to be fun, and people are supposed to enjoy watching it. So if you're in pain, people can tell. It's worth it to not be in pain and dance, because it's a lot more fun.